being on. I'm trying to put myself in the place of somebody that's just been told about us. And when I do that, there's a couple questions that I'd want answered if I were looking at a business opportunity, if I were looking at an investment, if I were looking at a product that I was going to choose. I would always ask these basic questions. Who are the people behind it? Are they good people? Can I trust them? Are they reputable? Are they solid citizens? Do they walk their talk? Have they been through this before? And are these the type of people that I'd like to sit down and break bread with and have a good, fun meal? Would I want to go on vacation with them? Those are the questions I think that you may be asking. I'm going to attempt to answer those questions. If you're looking at this as a business opportunity, you want to know, well, what's the market? What's the product? Is there any exclusivity around the product? What makes it so special? What makes it so viable? What makes it perpetual? And if I'm going to get involved, is it something I can do? Is it something that I want to do? Is there a reward for my efforts? Is there good money to be made from this particular business opportunity? And so with that as a backdrop, I'm going to get into tonight's presentations. And if you have other questions for your guests and those looking at it, just fire the questions away. We're in the vacation travel business. We're in the mass market vacation travel business. And the obvious question is, why the vacation travel business? What do you need a vacation from? Is the question I like to ask folks. And certainly if you live in the Northeast this time of year with the northeastern storms going on, as much as 18 inches of snow, that's a clear reason why you need a vacation. And more importantly, what's your recipe for an ideal vacation? And what percentage of people do you think right here, right now, would like to be on vacation? With that as a backdrop, when I sat down to put this business plan together, I promised my children, I promised my family that I would continue on the life that my parents were able to share with my brothers and I. Three brothers, 4 boys, no girls. My father was an Air Force pilot, and we traveled the world. My dad served 2 tours in Vietnam, and we lived in the Philippine Islands. And I circled the globe before I was 12 years old. And then I studied in Europe, and I worked as a tour guide. So I, perhaps like you, I had this inner explorer inside of me. I wanted to see the world. And knowing that the earth is covered with majority of water, I wanted to sail all over it. And I wanted to take my kids to the far corners of the world. And I just didn't want to educate my kids through books. I wanted to educate my children through immersive experiences by being there with them, to take them to the greatest wonders of the world. And that's what I did. I sat down almost 2 years ago, and I started just to Google, what are the wonders of the world? What are the places that I haven't been to, and where would I want to go? And more importantly, where would I like to take my children? And so if any of these places that are listed here are on your travel bucket list, then pay close attention to this presentation. If you've been to the Caribbean, we'll go there lots of times. If you've been to Alaska, I've never been there. I want to go up there. My brother's been up there fishing with my dad, but I, for whatever reason, missed that trip. I've been to North Africa, but I've never been to the rest of Africa. I've never been down to South America. I've been to Europe. I've not been to Egypt, to the pyramids. I've been to the Greek Isles. I'm scheduled to go back there at the end of April. Been to Hawaii lots of times with Tony Robbins, and I'll talk about that in just a second. Have not been up to the fjords. So a good mixture of places that I've been, but I haven't been. And again, if any of these are on your travel bucket list, and you're like me, that you have a insatiable desire to meet new people and explore and get out and discover and, again, meet people that you've never met before, that's what we're all about. And let me just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm the owner, I'm the CEO of inCruises. I put the company together in August of 2015. We launched the business on the 1st of February, just about a year ago, 2016. And I have been very, very fortunate in my life to have been a part of winning teams. I'm addicted to playing on winning teams. And out of Georgetown University, I went to work for Ross Perot's Electronic Data Systems. At the time, it was one of the largest corporate mergers in the world. But then I left after about 3.5 years to go to work with my very best friend who introduced me to a guy named Tony Robbins. And when we started with Tony, he and I were the only salespeople on the road, and Tony had about 12 people in the corporate staff, and I left a good job with EDS. I was gainfully employed. I had a young family, and then I went to Dallas, Texas, and from Dallas I went to San Diego, and 3 months of being on board, I found out there were $750,000 in debt, and that payroll could not be met. And I said, wow, well that's a heck of a welcome. And so I had to make a decision at that point. Do I pack my bags and take my family back to the East Coast, or do I fasten my seatbelt and tighten up my chin strap and just go to work? And that's what we did. Put my heads down, and the rest, they say, is history. I stayed there almost 8 years and built a legacy, including the most profitable program and the flagship event for the Tony Robbins organization called Master University. That was my baby. And then I've gone on to a couple of other amazing wins. When the worst downturn in the financial market occurred in 2008, I helped take a company from about 60 million to about 100 million. And I've written several books, and all that is important, but not nearly as important as the people that are on this call and the advisors that we surround ourselves with. Our esteemed partners and our executive advisor is who makes what we are special. And the DNA of our company, let me just tell you right up front, is good, honest people. The good folks that invited you to take a look at this business opportunity is what I rest my hat on, and I rest my case on a day-to-day basis. And together we are powerful and a good, solid team. And again, I was very fortunate to work with Robbins, and he's done so great, and so proud of him, and continues to do exceptionally well with the release of a couple of new financial books. And so here's what's important. What's important is, what is inCruises? We are the fastest growing global vacation community in the world. We're the first travel club focused exclusively on cruising. And I have this unstoppable, bold vision. And I feel like I have been called. I have this immense responsibility to give back. You know, it's been said, to whom much is given, much is expected. And the expectation that I put on myself is to work as hard as I can to make a difference for those that I'm closest to, for our partners that I'm closest to get inside and to challenge you, to stretch you, to grow you, to do everything I can to put you on a path to a better life, to a better quality of life, and to put riches in your pockets. And riches not just monetarily, but spirituality and emotionally and physically, and in all those areas. And that's what we're called to do, is to create wealth for our partner members. And again, I mentioned it, the values and culture of this team is what sets us apart. And I would put our team up against any winning team that I've been on my entire life. Here's why. Everybody on this call all has this in common. We live to give. We live to give back, to give more than what's expected of us. And we expect more of ourselves than anybody else could ever imagine. Isn't it amazing to get up every day knowing that you expect more of yourself than anybody else could ever imagine? And we've got a very simple, very lucrative, very sexy business. Let me tell you who we're not. We're not selling individual cruises. While we, inCruises, are a travel agency, we don't empower our partners, our partner members, to be travel agents. They don't sell individual cruises to the public. We don't discount cruises. We've got a simple, again, lifestyle business that's driven by a singular focus of making amazing experiences, amazing vacation experiences, more affordable, more reliable, and profitable for everybody involved. And here's what we did to make our product. I talked to you about the company. Now I'm going to talk to you about the concept that makes the product that we have so exceptional and almost borderline a monopoly, if I could use that word. The membership that we have is just like any other memberships that you've been involved with. If you've been a member of AAA in Europe, if you're a member of ABAC, if you're a member of Netflix or Skybox, SkyTel overseas, you get the idea. A gym membership. the idea of the membership, it drives down the cost and increases the value. And ours is just the same. Here's the way ours works. The membership is $100 US per month. You put in 100, we match it. So for every 100 that you put in, you have 200 cruise dollars in your account. Cruise dollars are the equivalent of a travel credit that you then use to redeem and either pay for in full or to reduce the price of a cruise. And when I was 25 years old, I read this book that talked about the #1 wealth building principle, and it was labeled Pay Yourself First. And here's what's cool. Check this out, team. I Googled right before this call, Pay Yourself First. And I challenge you, encourage you to do the same. Let me just read it to you. Pay yourself first is deciding how much to pay yourself. And now that you know how much you have left over, you can decide how much to pay yourself. Set a savings goal, create an account that is separate from all your other accounts, and put that money into the account as soon as it is available, and leave the money alone. Let it just grow and let it accumulate. And so that's what we've done. And so let me just say a few more words about cruise dollars. So cruise dollars what? Cruise dollars are what goes into your account on a monthly basis every time you put in $100. And there's no limits to how much you can cruise each year. It's all dependent on the number of cruise dollars that you have. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And you use your cruise dollars to book what we call Global Dream Cruises. Let me say a few more things. I'm often asked, okay, Hutch, I think I get it. I put in 100, I have 200. I put in 300, I have 600. I put in 500, I have 1,000. I put in 1,200, I have 2,400. Do my cruise dollars expire? No, they never expire as long as what? You remain an active member. Okay, Hutch, I like it. What happens if I have to stop paying? I say, if you know that you have to stop and you've got cruise dollars accumulated in your account, go book a cruise. We have access to upwards of 5,500, 5,500 cruises. Go book a cruise. Go use the value that you've accumulated. Now, we're this flexible. If you have something that's unforeseen and you have to suspend your membership, we give you 12 months to reactivate and to pay it back. Well, what does that mean? Well, let's say you stop for 2 months. That means when you're ready to come back in at that third month, you pay back the $200. We double the amount. We put 400 cruise dollars into your account, and then you're back and running. And then, well, again, what happens if you don't reactivate within 12 months? Well, then we thank you. And our charity of choice is what's known as the Make-A-Wish Foundation, that helps children that have debilitating diseases, that have, for example, a dying wish, that nothing they would like more than to be able to do is to fulfill that wish. And I'm honored to tell you that last night I participated in the Make-A-Wish walk here in Orlando. There are about 3,000 participants. I get emotional talking about it because I'm sensitive, because it's children involved that can't do for themselves. And we're going to sponsor a family, a single mom that has a dying daughter that wants nothing more than to get on a Disney cruise. And you are our partners making that available. So thank you, bless you, appreciate you. And so in the unlikely event that you can't reactivate and you can't book that cruise, we're going to say, you know what? We're going to forfeit that account, and we're going to move those cruise dollars to our charity of choice called Make-A-Wish. Are you guys good with that? All right, let me do this. Let me just show you my personal account. I want to just show you my personal account as to the cruise dollars that I have. And so here they are in my back office. And so there you see I started the membership last year, put in 100, get 200, put in 100, get 200, put in 100, get 200. And then November, I took out 1,378 cruise dollars credits to book my boys and I on a Holland America 8-night, 7-night cruise, Holland America Premium Cruise Line out of Fort Lauderdale, down to St. Thomas, down to Turks and Caicos, down to San Juan, and then Bahamas on the way back. We saved about $1,000, $250 per person, and then I picked it right back up again. Put in 100, get 200. Put in 100, get 200. Put in 100, get 200. I now have about 1,200 cruise dollars in my account. You see how that works? All right. Then the obvious question that I get is, okay, Hutch, I get it. I like it. I put in 100, get 200. You guys are flexible. If I have to suspend it and I reactivate, you take care of me. And I've got 12 months flexibility to figure all that out. Now, dude, how do you make it work? How does the company afford to make it work? And the answer is it's a proprietary blend. Just a familiar statement that just says it's a combination. It's a combination of the leverage that we have with the cruise lines and our booking provider with the fact that we manage the monthly recurring asset, that membership asset, and through the power of word-of-mouth advertising, the most powerful advertising vehicle on the planet, through the power of network marketing compensation, we have the ability to pay you. And guess what? The secret sauce to our business is we have the ability to put the money where it counts in your pocket into a compensation plan and the 2-for-1 cruise dollars, because I don't have a huge overhead. I'm not trying, like I was when I was younger, to build a big corporate overhead. That empire, that went way away a long time ago. I don't have a big call center like the cruise lines do. I don't ship anything. I don't inventory. You don't inventory anything. When you go out on a cruise, when you're there on those amazing cruise lines, the cruise line staff and personnel take care of you. That's right. So they absorb the cost of taking care of you as a customer. So I've got this amazing platform. I'm positively disrupting the way people book cruises. I'm positively disrupting the entire cruise industry. And very soon we're going to be a household name. And so are you guys good with that? Does that make sense? All right. So how do you redeem the cruises that we have on our site? Let me just show those to you. You can book them right from our site. And again, let me go into that. Let me go back into the site. And you just come here into cruises. And again, whoever invited you can take you and show you in the back office a demo of what I'm about to show you right now. So again, we have access to upwards of 5,500 destinations all over the world, working with all the major cruise lines around the world, from all the ports. And so what I'm about to tell you is that you have total control of where you want to go, on what cruise line you want to go, from the ship that you want to go out on, from the port that you want to go out on, as follows. When the person that invited you takes you into their back office, I'd like to point out a couple of things. Do you see this little icon here? Looks like a dollar sign. You click on that icon, and it gives you the ability to convert that dollar figure for the price of the cruise into any currency in the world that we do business with, from the Croatian kuna to the Canadian dollar to the Indian rupee to the euro. You get the idea there. And so ask them to show that to you. And then there's the prices. And let's just grab one of these cruises. Let's grab this cruise right here. So you just view the offer, and you say, I want to book this cruise. And so there it shows the type of room, an inside stateroom, an ocean view, a balcony. It appears there are no suites available on this particular cruise. A couple points worth noting. These prices are in US dollars. It's based per person on double occupancy, which means that there's 2 people per cabin. And they include the port charges in this price here, but it does not include the taxes. Let me show you what the final price is going to be. You simply click book this cruise. You enter the number of adults. I'm going to say no children. I'm going to say nobody's over the age of 55. Nobody is an employee of the airlines, and nobody is a past military. Those are additional discounts. And now you see it searching, going actually into the cruise inventory. It takes just a second to pull up, and there you see it. So now what do we have? Now we have a price that's, again, for the cabin rate, double occupancy, 2 people. It includes the port charges. It includes taxes. And then transparently, we tell you what that price is per night and then what the price is per person. And then you would simply just choose that option if you wanted to book it, and then you just go ahead and just put in the names. And again, look at all these options that we have in terms of the cabins and staterooms that are available. So nothing could be simpler. It's very hassle-free. Do you guys see how it works? You see how we make what we have available to everybody by using your cruise dollars? Okay, terrific. Let me get back into the presentation. Let me tell you a couple more things. Now, the obvious question is, Hutch, why cruises exclusively? It's real simple. We know that cruising is by far the best economic value on the planet when you compare it to a typical land resort. In the U.S., if you were to go to Vegas or to Orlando or to any land vacation or resort, when you account for your accommodations, your meals, your snacks, your entertainment, 24/7, cruising is 30 to 50% less. Plus, it's got what? It's got a 90+% satisfaction rating. So let me break it down even further for you. So you have those cruise dollars that are accumulating. Every $100 that you put in, you get $200. After 5 months, you put in $500, you have $1,000. Let me break it down for you as to how it works. During your first 12 membership payments, so you put in $1,200, have $2,400, you can use up to 60% of your cruise dollars per cruise. For payments 13 to 24, your allowance increases to 70% per cruise. From payments 25 to 36, it increases to 80% per cruise. 37 to 48, 90%. And once you've made 49 payments, you have access to 100% of your cruise dollars per cruise. A couple things worth repeating. You pick any cruise from any cruise line. If you have a favorite, go book it. From any ship, you have a favorite, go book it. Get to your favorite port, go book it. Anytime, go book it you want to go. Here's what's important for you to recognize and just to read. Our prices, those prices that I showed you there in the back office, the booking website, they're on par, which just means they're equal to the lowest prices being promoted by the cruise lines. We have price parity. The same as the most popular booking engine. So Expedia, Cruises.com, Travelocity, you name it. Any of the popular booking engines, our prices are on par. Now here's what makes what we have exclusive. Here's what we have that you can't get anywhere else. When you redeem the cruise dollars, 2 for 1, it's the equivalent of you're paying 50 cents on the dollar. And so therefore, I then can stand in front of you and say, we make the lowest prices lower. The best prices just got better because of the redemption of your cruise dollars. What you have when you choose to become a member, nobody else in the world has. No other travel agency can offer what we have. Now, Michael, are you telling me that there's never going to be a time that I can find a price better? You tell me that I could go to Vacations to Go and they're never going to have a price lower than yours? No, you're right. There's going to be a time that, yeah, some booking engines are going to have lower. Why? Let me give you a good reason. They may do what we do as a travel agency or as an operator and book a large block and not be able to sell it. So to unload it, they're going to lower the prices. But hear me loud and clear. Even though it may be a little bit lower, once you redeem your cruise dollars, what you have is unavailable. Because it's 2 for 1. It's equivalent to paying 50 cents on the dollar. You have access to the best pricing, bar none, in the industry, period. End of story. Case closed. Mic drop. You guys with me? All right, let me tell you a few more things. What's the marketplace? Hopefully, I convinced you that what we have is very, very special. And again, we're not selling cruises to the public. We make it only available to our members. Membership has its privileges. And so why this market? Again, it's the best economic value. But I also think that there's a tremendous wave. There's this amazing shift, and we're leading it in this mass market vacation business. 25.3 million people will cruise this year. But that's only 20% of the U.S. population. And I assure you that we're making cruising affordable to the everyday person. We're dispelling the myth that cruising is only available to the rich and wealthy and retired. Nothing could be further from the truth. The upside for this marketplace is out of the park. And let me tell you a few industry statistics. 25.3 million people will cruise this year. And guess what's cool? When you go into this business, the cruise lines are promoting their brand to the tune of spending $300 to $500 million per year in advertising. You can't turn on a television program without seeing the Royal Caribbean, the Viking cruise lines. They're just all over the place. And again, it's the number one value. Who's our competition? It's ourselves. It's getting out the way of ourselves, of executing what needs to be done and what's important. But our competition is really the land resorts. It's the Vegas. It's the Orlandos. It's the Atlantic cities. Let me tell you how I've been very blessed and fortunate to create wealth in my life. As an entrepreneur, I've been a socialpreneur. I've been a part of creating waves. And look at the waves that we've modeled. We modeled the App Store. We modeled the Google Play Store. We modeled Airbnb, the largest controller of room nights in the world. Airbnb has been around less than 10 years. They have a presence in 190 countries. What do? They enable the everyday person to rent out rooms in their home, their flat, their condos. They lowered the prices. They made it easy to find a place to stay. Uber, oh my gosh, all they've done is enable us to go from point A to point B. They've got a platform. They have 160,000 drivers. They're the fastest startup in the history. They're in 66 countries, and they're valued at $50 billion. We're giving you the same reliability, access to the entire global inventory. We're making it affordable. We're making it accessible. We're driving down the lowest prices even lower. We've got about 5,000 partner members on board. We're just scratching the scratch. We're just getting started. And you know what? This is an industry that's at $40 billion. And again, we're leading the charge to disrupt this in a very positive way. Well, why would you consider the business opportunity? 2 reasons. The membership's $100 a month. There's only 2 things better than traveling at the lowest prices, lower than anybody else on a cruise. And that's 1, to go for free, and 2, to get paid to travel, to get paid to vacation. And I'll talk about that in just a second, and to build a business. Let me tell you again the answer to, is there good money to be paid? How do we pay our people? We pay our partners up front. We pay our partners residually over time. We pay our partner through leadership, through building a team. And so let me do this. Now what I'm going to do is go into the website, and I'm going to show you, if you were to do what I've just done, we to go into our website, you can check out, and just click on the partnership page. And what I'd encourage you to do is, again, with the person that invited you tonight, is to ask them to see the compensation program. Just pull all that down. Everything that we have is here on the site. We hold nothing back at all. If you want to hear from our partner members, if you want to hear from many of the leaders that are on this call, just go in here and hear the congruency, hear the sincerity, hear the respectability of who we are. And then again, help answer the question, are these good people? We put everything out here in front of you so that you're able to draw from that information. Everything is right there on the site. So let me do this. I'm going to actually pull up our compensation plan. All right? And let me just grab that here just a second. I thought I had that. Okay, so there it is. Again, the person that invited you can walk you through it. Let me explain to you again how you can go for free. When you refer 5 people, when you refer 5 members for that exchange of value, as a thank you, we say, stop paying your $100 a month. Thank you. That's right. When you refer 5 direct members through word of mouth, through your referral for that exchange of value, we say, stop paying your $100. We'll take it from here. We also match that $100 with 100 cruise dollars. So every month you put in 100, you have 200 cruise dollars. So at the end of the year, you have saved yourself out of pocket, $1,200 out of pocket, but you realize the net gain of 2,400 cruise dollars over the course of the year. And here's what makes me so grateful to do what we do. Every day I get up thinking about being able to give back. Every day I think about how many more families can we get to become membership free. We've got hundreds and hundreds, but I want to continue to give. I want to give more. I want to be obscene in the way that we give. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you gave somebody a gift of $1,200? When was the last time somebody gave you a gift of $1,200? How cool will it be to be a hero to the friends and family that you know, to give them a gift of the exchange of value of $1,200 or $2,400. And by the way, that's every year. That's every year that accumulates as long as those 5 direct members remain active. You stay membership free. That's the first way that we compensate you. We've got instant pay bonuses from $50 to $150 a month. Again, the person that invited you, ask them to explain it. We have producer bonuses. For every 3 members, we put $100 in your account. We have monthly residual bonuses. Remember the 5? Here's the way it works. When one of your 5 does what you did, when they model your behavior, and one of their 5 refers 5, then you start to earn $5 every time a membership payment is made, down to 5 levels within the network marketing compensation plan. Every time a membership payment is made, $5, cha-ching, $5, cha-ching, $5, cha-ching. Every time a membership payment is made, down to 5 levels. Sponsor as many people as you want, and it's paid down 5 levels. If you have 100 people on your team, that's $500 a month. 1,000, $5,000. 3,000, 15,000. Residual $5 bonuses every month, paid daily, every time a membership payment is made. And then here's where the real money is. The real money is in fixed income. The residual income is projected. The fixed income is team leadership bonuses. So with a team of just 30 members, and it's going to take effort and energy and heart to track those first 30. 5 to get 5 is 25 plus 5 is 30. 30 times 5 is 150 residual projected, as long as they're within what? Your first 5 levels. But you get a fixed bonus of $500 a month. 500 times 12 is 6,000. Plus the residual is a pay raise to you of about $7,000 to $8,000 by building a team of 30 people. Build a team of 500 people, and you're starting to earn about $90,000 a year. $5,000 a month plus residual, $7,500 a month. 2,000 people, you're earning $30,000 a month. And our top level pays out by building a team of 5,000. Now, it's hard work. It takes work. It takes effort. It takes energy. You're an executive by the time you've built a team like that. But let me tell you what you have to be able to do. What you have to be able to do is to start to build this team is that you have to be able to push play on this website. And I got a question for you. I'm going to try and simplify it. But could you press play like I just did right there? I mean, honestly, could you press play and just let people watch what we have and to see the goodness of who we are? If you can, then you can get started with us. And I have strong reason to believe that if you can press play and you've got heart and you've got hustle and you're a positive sphere of influence and people like to be around you, then absolutely you can grow and build this business. Let me tell you a little bit more about the market. The industry tells you 25.3 million. Let me tell you what I focus in on a daily basis. Again, I'm here for the long term. I'm here to create a legacy and wealth for all those that are closest to us. Let me tell you how my mind works. 25.3 million people. Our travel attorney is convinced we're going to track the majority of the marketplace. I went conservative. I looked at not the vacation, not the $8 trillion marketplace. I looked at just the vacation cruise marketplace. 1% of that's 253,000. And then I did it exclusive of those looking for home-based business opportunities. Moms, new moms, those looking to make ancillary revenue, those looking to retire somebody, those looking to, like me, provide for your children and grandchildren. I excluded that home-based business market, and I focused just on the cruise market. And I took that figure of 253,000, and then I divided it into 5,000, the number of members you need to earn a 7-figure income. And I got so jacked up I couldn't sleep because I got thinking about we are going to attract in the next 3 to 5 years at least 50+ million-dollar earners earning 7 figures. Countless millionaires are going to be attracted to our business. And here's what got me even more excited. Knowing that number, which is very attainable, I know that we're going to attract over 1,000 families in the next 3 to 5 years that will earn 6 figures a year. And we positively impacted the industry. We became game changers. We were the crazy ones. We were the crazy ones knowing that we could change the world in a profound way. But more importantly, you know what? We got people to relax. We brought good people together as groups. That's the secret sauce, is the camaraderie, the esprit de corps, the friendship, the love, the lifetime relationships that you will have by going out cruising with us. And I got even more fired up because I figured by 2025, we're going to put out and put out in your pockets at least $300 million in commissions and cruise dollars. And so here's my question for you. Did you miss Uber? Did you miss Google? Did you miss the Facebook wave? Did you miss the Apple wave? The reason I ask that is the greatest transformation in the history of vacation travel is happening right now. You're a part of it. You're hearing it firsthand from our ambassadors. Here's your opportunity to build something significant, to create a legacy for you, your family, and to be that hero. Let me tell you what a fun thing we've got. There's my office. When we go out on cruises, we wear these buttons. They're like magnets. And people see us in the lunch line. They see us in the dining room. They see us on the elevators. They see us up on the Lido deck. And they say, okay, I'm asking, how do I get paid? I just want to know. And you say, you really want to know? Come talk to me. Let's sit down. Let's visit. And that's the way we promote the business we're on board. And again, fun, good people from all over the world. And what we have is a true love story. We're bringing people together that I've never met before. Here's a group of women who all originally emanated from the Russian Federation. And they're now all over the world, Sweden, Greece, Germany, Mexico, all over the place. And we brought them together for the very first time. And there's my children. I'm 55 years old. And I have this saying, hey, good grief, if it's not fun, why do it? Why do it at all? Let me go into the business opportunity a little bit further. If you decide to get back to the person and say, I want in, this opportunity is too compelling, what do I get? When you become a partner, we put world-class tools in front of you. You get your own customized website to promote your business. You get corporate email, a marketing system, a CRM system, business cards, iPhone, Android apps, training. That's my background. Again, I talked to you about the testimonials that are on our site. And again, here's the opportunity that you have. The most popular option is to get paid to cruise. So to become a partner, it's $195 US. It's an activation fee of $195. You get access to all those marketing materials and websites that I mentioned. A customized website. It's the most popular choice. You start to initiate your $100 a month. If you just want to promote the business opportunity and make money and be a partner, again, it's $195. If you don't have an interest in making money and you just want to take advantage of our exclusive membership savings, it's $100 a month. Those are the options that you have. The best option is, number one, to become a partner member. And again, I want to just go back into the site. I want to just point out a couple things. So let's go back and look at this site. So we go to this here. We search for the cabin categories. 2 cabins. And there you just see it going across. Okay, so let's say, for example, that I've been a member for a year, and I've put in $1,000, 10 months actually. I put in $1,000, and I've got 2,000 cruise dollars. 60%, remember that, first 12 payments, 60% of 2,000 is how much? 1,200. With 1,200, I could book that cruise and have money left over. You see how that works? And what did you pay for the 1,200? Half. 2 for 1, 50 cents on the dollar. Do you get it? Do you see the aha moment there? You're not just, you're just not getting it, at a savings. You have to realize you're paying with it with 2 for 1 cruise dollars. Let me give you another example. Let's say, for example, after just a month, you've been a member for 1 month, you put in 100, you have 200 cruise dollars. 60% of 200 is 120. And let's say there's a cruise for $300. You have 120 that you can use. You cover the difference with $180 out of pocket. You see how it works? And so again, membership has its privileges. When you're a partner member, you have the ability, and you as a member have the ability to use 100% of your cruise dollars multiple ways. Again, I talked about it's worth repeating. Reach 49 membership payments, you use 100% of your cruise dollars. Become membership free. Have 5 direct members that are active members, and not only are you not paying for it, but you can book one global dream cruise from our entire inventory using 100% of your CDs one time. Grow the team. Have a team of 30. I want to incent you to become a marketing manager, to start to lead people. And again, you have access to 100% of your cruise dollars to book anytime you want, as often as you want, with no limits. All right, so let's wrap things up. Hey, listen, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've had a couple home runs. I've had lots of strikeouts. I've raised a family. I don't regret anything that I've done in my life where I actually, rolled up my sleeves, didn't put my toe in, but jumped in full-fledged and just, made every effort. I have zero regrets whatsoever. There's lots of regrets that I have, though, about things that I did not do. Regrets that I have about not introducing myself to somebody else. Regrets that I've had about not following up with somebody or an opportunity. Regrets that I've had about not trusting my gut and my intuition. Those are the things that gnaw at me inside of me. But every other opportunity that I pursued, zero regrets whatsoever. And I think you have the same opportunity here. Choose to take advantage of the opportunity. The people that invited you to this call obviously see something special in you. They believe in you. They believe in your potential. They'd like the vacation with you. Otherwise, they wouldn't have invited you. We're just not looking for everybody. Is everybody potential in terms of the business opportunity? No, of course not. This opportunity is only for the select few. Those that have a burning desire to make something of themselves. Those that have a burning desire to pay the price, to work hard, to put in the time, and to have the things that they want to have down the road and sooner. And so don't disappoint yourself and miss out on this opportunity. Get started. If what we said resonated with you, if you feel like you have the same match in terms of the culture, in terms of the honesty, the walk the talk, the heart, the hustle, the live to give, if we are a match in terms of values, then pursue this. I want to know who you are. And again, if we're lucky enough to work together, we're fortunate enough to work together, to be able to serve others, I want to get to know you. I feel called to meet everybody that's on that same plane with me. And again, you promote our business. And again, if you can push play and play our videos, play our testimonial videos, play our membership opportunity, then you've got it. You've got it made. You can go ahead and get started with our business. So let's recap. Do you feel compelled that we've got a winning product? Do you feel like we've got something that people love, to travel, to see the world? Is there a big marketplace? $8 trillion, going to $15 trillion by the end of the decade. Do you feel like we have a compelling compensation plan? Hutch, you need to know more about it. Get back to the person that invited you. And again, I'm high on our company culture. It's the quality individuals that's going to make the difference for the perpetuity of our business. I'll say it again. What we have is quality, and it emanates through our people. And you know what, gang? You're in the right place. And what we have is working. We're in 155 countries, 157 countries around the world in our first year. And so again, you're probably asking, can I do this? And I assure you, if you can hear my voice, you can do this. If you know people that love to travel, if you know people that have the heart and hustle and want to make a difference for themselves, their family, for the loved ones, and they want to put an extra, starting a few $100s to multiple thousands of dollars in your pocket, again, get back to the person that invited you on this call. I'm so thankful, so grateful, so blessed that you guys took the time to listen tonight. Let me see if there's any questions, and if I can answer any questions for you guys. See it? Fine. Nope. Okay. I think we're all good there. Okay, team. Hey, listen, I appreciate you. I wish you continued blessings. I wish you continued abundance. Keep going after it. Stay after it. Stay strong. Keep making a difference for everybody in your lives. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night.